So when you start Planet Crafter, every time you go somewhere new, pick up the makings of a basic shelter. That way you're not going to run out of air. You can set it up once you're there to make water and power, and it just gives you a base. I'm just talking about a very small base, a single room. We got, should be enough. So I'm going to set one up here. I know that there's a place to explore here. So I'm going to put one up here. So you want to have enough for, come up, the room and the door. Up in there, there you go, you've got your air. Now the next thing I'm going to do is put in a craft station, a storage crate, and some wind turbines. So I also always carry at this stage spare oxygen, so my craft station. I'm going to put in a wee box here. Carry spare oxygen, water and food. And I'm going to put some wind turbines. I'll put them along here. Be out the way. Okay. Now, I also want to leave some spare oxygen and water in my box. So if I arrive absolutely desperate, where's ice? There's ice. I've got what I need. Everywhere you think you've got work to do, or you're going to find something, leave a little shelter like this. Right, I'm going to craft some oxygen. I'm going to hold my control key down because I know I've got 4 cobalt, so I can make 2, and the same with the water. So let's have a look. I've got 2 spare oxygen, 2 spare, right. I'm going to put all, oh, in fact no I'm not, I'm going to make another heater. Iron and silicon. Okay. The sooner we get on to warming up this planet, the better. Okay, so we're working quite well now. I'll put another one in there. I'll leave the food. Living apartment window, I don't want that yet. Right, so I want to look around the... What have I got in here? Have I got my T2 backpack? Yep, and T2 oxygen. I don't have my torch yet. Let's see if I've got enough magnesium. No magnesium. 2 magnesium and a silicon. And once I have my torch, I can look around that wreck. But yes, when you're running around, it's normally very easy to pick up enough items to build a small habitat. And also, if you've got yourself into a position where you're running out of air, chances are you'll quickly be able to build a small habitat as well. Now at the moment I can't put that in, but what I can do is I can swap it for my construction or deconstruction tool. When I go in, because I'm not going to use the construction, I'm not going to be building anything in the ship So F for your flashlight. But seeing as how I've got all those plants, it makes sense to make another veggie tube, because this is all making stuff like oxygen. Now if you look at these, Pistera seed oxygen multiplier 200 and Shangra is 150, so we'll have the 200. So that's good. Okay, now you'll notice I've just made my agility boots, but I've nowhere to put them. What you need to do now is to do the T1 exoskeleton. So I'm going to get rid of a lot of this stuff just now until I see what I need. So for my T1 exoskeleton I need titanium, silicon and magnesium. Titanium, magnesium, I'm not going to have silicon, no silicon, so I've got to go and find a silicon. Right, so I'm going to take out my torch, put in my exoskeleton, which is immediately doubled the size of my backpack, which means I can put everything in it now, which is very useful. So the backpack means that I can run a bit faster. Now the spacesuits. Let's see about using a spacesuit. Put it in and it shows you what you look like. Now if you're working on a PC and you've got a keyboard, your A and D keys turn you round and your W and S keys put you up and down, so you can see what you look like, and then escape takes you back out. So let's take a different one. I'll take that one out, put on another one. Okay, escape and have a drink of water quickly. And something to eat. Okay, so whatever suit you fancy, just swap them over. That looks quite similar to the last one. Now, one more little thing. Your number keys. Number 1. Hello. Number 2. Yay. Number 3. Let's have a dance party. That is funny. 4. 5. And 6 are rock, paper, scissors. 4. That's pointing. It must be 5, 6 and 7. Yes, 7's rock, 6 is paper, and 5 is scissors. So if you're playing with somebody, you can actually have a wee game whilst you're playing. They've thought of lots of little things like that in this game, and I do like it. Right, so I've got oxygen, I've got water, yes. Okay, I'll take a food. So I've got a plant. I like to keep oxygen and water if I can. A spare in and food. I've got food there, I've got oxygen, another water in. So that if I arrive here in a panic, I've got what I need. So, one more tip before I go. Once the storm stops, it's all going over there, that's alright. Behind us is what looks like it's a bit of a maze. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it. And if you mark it with a wind turbine, a series of wind turbines that you can see one from the other, you're not going to get lost. So it's a route through the maze. You might need to change some of them, but as long as you can always see your previous one, you're fine. When I first came in here, I just did not want to come in because I didn't know where I was going. And I was always worried that I'd be lost. But this is how I worked out to do it. So from that one I can see that one, and I can see through here that that's the exit. Right, oxygen level low, use a spare and collect. Hope I find a couple of titaniums. And that should be me. Flattish area. Or get another iron and use a grid. And we're sorted. Right, I don't have what I need to make my plant thing yet, but I could do that. Okay, that's it. That was just the next little thing I wanted to show you. If you find that handy, please subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye bye.